Join me on a fascinating journey where I show you some of the techniques used in scale aeromodelling. Hello again modellers, and we're back in the workshop. We're looking at the Chipmunk again. This time I'm just trial fitting the wings onto the roots using the new wing tubes that I bought. They're 19mm diameter aluminium, 1mm walled. Seems fairly stout. So I'm just trying them out just to see if they actually fit and whether they fit against the locating dowels that are on the wings, just to make sure everything all lines up still. So let's have a look. Let's take these undercarriage legs out. If I can get in there. No, because the legs are bent, access is a little bit difficult with a power tool. It did give me the idea that I would change the colour scheme and recover it and change it to be a different model. And I had visions of doing the Irish Air Corps colour scheme, and I may still do that. But then again, I might just put it back the way it was. So all I'm going to do is put arrows on the parts so that I know which way forward is, and also that this one is the starboard wing. So I'm just going to put starboard on there, or SBD. So I know that is the starboard undercarriage leg, because they are machined slightly differently and you need to get them right. So that's the starboard wing stripped down. There's that other piece of bulkhead that sits in there. This is again why you need all these parts. So that goes in there. Right, let's get the undercarriage leg off this one. Don't think we're going to be able to get to the other screws. Oh, that one we might. So it's just this last one. This Seagull Chipmunk is probably one of the nicest models I've ever flown, and it flies so well in wind, in high wind. It's really is good as a scale model and a scale competition model. It really is good. What I did with the landing light is I put a servo connector in here so I could easily disconnect the light, and it feeds through a little hole in the wing through the ribs so that I can get the leg off. So that's the leg. Let's just label this one the same as I did the other one. Forward, and this is port. Okay. So that's the wing stripped down. So here you can see the wing has been pushed on, and the dowels do in fact go through the holes in the right places. The wing seems a fraction further back, but it's possibly just that the ply hasn't been sanded yet. And this whole fillet is going to get removed and redone in a different way anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. What is interesting is how they've sheeted this fairing. Quite an interesting method they've used. They've taken a piece of sheet all the way from here down, but each where the sheet goes through the fairing, they've just made a slot in it. And the slot doesn't align to the bulkheads or to the riblets or whatever, the fairing formers at all. They're close, but they're not on them. And the balsa has just sort of splayed a little bit as it's been wrapped. A clever idea, and I'll try something similar. If it works, then great. If it doesn't work, then not to worry. But I'll put the cuts about where the joints are, where the riblets are, and we'll try it. You never know, it might work. But, we'll give that a go. Anyway, the object of the exercise was to see if that wing fits, and it seems to fit just fine. So I think we're good. What it has highlighted is that there is a little bit of damage on this wing. Bit of a snug fit, but I haven't relaxed anything yet. So anyway, when we look at the root rib, I thought it was pretty good, and it would only just push back into place. But as we found on the fuselage sections of this root rib, it has actually had to be split down and removed and repaired. And unfortunately, if you look in there, you can see the inner lamination is also split. So I think we've got to do the same exercise that we did on the fuselage. We've got to split both of those laminations apart, get them off the wing, and replace them. So there's a lot more work in these wings than first thought. Looking at the other wing, it's not quite so bad. The other wing has a little bit of cracking, but it's all pushed back into place, and I've soaked it with CA and clamped it together, and it seems to be holding fairly well. What I would like to do is I'm probably going to take all the covering off of this wing. What I would like to do is have a look in here. Oops, where's my finger gone? In here, and there's a section of film as a whole. There's no wood underneath that bit, and I think it's to get in there just to glue this originally when it was made. So I'll take that film off and have a look at this, because there is a little bit of flex in that which worries me, so I want to make that solid again. But I think this root rib is all right. I think it's survived. There's a slight crack there, which again, and there, which I've soaked with CA, and hopefully that will do it. There was no flexing in it whatsoever, so I think it is kind of structural, but it's not quite as bad as I thought it would be, so I think we'll be all right. The other one, I'm going to have to take the two ribs off, so that's going to be a lot more work. If it goes well and it's fairly easy, and I'm worried about this, then I'll do this one as well. But we'll see how the other side goes, because that definitely needs taking off and repairing. Okay, well, that's it for now. Let's try this wing on the other side and see if that fits. And with a little bit of fretting out of the hole where the dowels go, I was able to get this wing panel to fit as well, and that all looks good. The flap lines up, all looks fine. So bear in mind that there is another piece of rib to go on the outside of this fuselage rib, so that gap will open up a little bit. So that one looks good, and hopefully that root rib is nice and solid, but we will get inside there, and as I said, I think I'm going to take the covering off of this wing, just to make sure the structure underneath is okay. It is a shame, but even if I just take from the blue section out, or just remove the blue, whatever, I need to get in there to have a look and see how bad it is. Okay, so that gives us a plan or a path forward. I can either now go on to fixing the wing root of that other wing panel, get that fixed, which needs to be done, so it's probably going to be the next task, or I take a look at the rear of the fuselage, which is kind of missing. There's nothing there at all, and I need just a circular section here. I do have some bits of ply that came out of there, so I might be able to piece some of it back together. but it's going to be kind of interesting, that section, I think. But I think what I'll do is I'll look at the wings, and I'll look at sorting that port wing out as far as the root goes. I'm into the into the groove of cutting out these root ribs, so I may as well cut some more. So all right, that's it for now. Just a bit of an update on where we're at, and that both wings do fit, and the state of one of the wings means I'm going to have to tear it apart. More soon.